Harriet Tubman said of her efforts to spirit slaves from the plantation. Harriet Tubman once said that she could have liberated thousands more if only she could have convinced them that they were slaves. So do not be a slave to any form of selling out. Maintain your integrity. It has always been, I believe, the only solution to all of the problems in the world, and it remains the only solution. Through your presence here today, you come from a long line of giants whose shoulders you stand on. Giants who graduated from this school, and giants who never made it to school. I believe, in the words of Jimmy Baldwin, your crown has been paid for, so put it on your head and wear it. Your crown has been paid for. And so as you walk forth from this place, these hallowed grounds today, the most important lesson I can offer you from my own life is that in order to remain successful, to continue to wear the crown, as you walk the path of privilege, you must not forget the less privilege you left behind. You cannot continue to succeed in the world or have a fulfilling life in the world unless you choose to use your life in service somehow to others and give back what you have been given. That's how you keep it. That's how you get it. That's how you grow it. We are in a crisis in this country with black youth. They don't know what you know. They're falling and they're failing. They're dropping out at rates of 50% and higher because we, our generation, didn't teach them who they are. We have a responsibility to raise them up, to lift them up, to save them, to liberate them from themselves. Go out and save a child. And sometimes it doesn't even take a lot to save somebody. As you all know, I built this beautiful school in South Africa, and I spend a lot of time trying to grow my daughters into a future as bright as yours. And I can't wait to see some of them come to Howard University. Recently I was with them and we were all sitting around talking about careers and the possibility for them. And I speak to what is possible. When you see me, you see what is possible. Many years ago, I saw Sidney Poitier receive the Academy Award in 1964. I was 10 years old, and I watched him get the Academy Award for Lilies of the Field. And as he accepted his award, I'd never seen a black man on television in a suit. I'd never seen a black man get out of a limousine and go anywhere on television. And when I saw Sidney Poitier accept his Academy Award for Lilies of the Field, I remember sitting on my linoleum floor, babysitting for my half-sister and brother, saying, if a black man can do that, I wonder what I can do. All right. I stand here a symbol of what is possible when you believe in the dream of your own life. I stand as a symbol of that turtle on the fence. Somebody helped me to get here just as I know you were helped to get here, Howard, because I know a lot of you came here with only the clothes on your back and a dream for what could be. Man. And so as you have been saved, as you have been liberated, you must liberate others. I want to share this story about one of our honorees here today. I was in class with all of my girls, and we were talking about careers, and a lot of my girls say they want to be doctors because they have seen the ravages of AIDS, and they want to grow up and be doctors, and some say they want to teach, and others say they want to sing or act or dance. And there was one girl who said she wanted to be a historian. And all the other girls started to snicker because I don't think they'd heard the word historian. And later that afternoon, I saw her sitting in the computer lab, and she was slumped in the chair. And I said, Bendelli, tell me, why are you sitting slumped in the chair? And she said, I'm feeling very silly. I'm feeling very, very, very sad. I said, why? She said, because I'm not like the other girls. They all want to be really fun things. But I have to tell you, Mom Oprah, history is my passion. When I read about the ancestors, it makes me come alive. So we were sitting there at the computer, and I said, you know what? I know a famous historian. Let's see if we can look him up on the computer. And so we punched in Dr. Henry Louis Gates. And her expression was, you mean he's black? And she said, and is he alive? I said, yeah, he's both black and alive. I said, you know what? I'm going to email him and see if he'll email us back. So I emailed Dr. Henry Louis Gates, and I told him about my daughter, who was feeling ostracized because she wasn't like all the other girls who wanted to be fun things. And Dr. Gates emailed back a 3-page letter telling her how, as a young boy, he too was one of the only ones who wanted to be a scholar, a Rhodes Scholar. Telling her how they carry the torch of our ancestors into the future. Telling her how it's all right to be what you want to be. And as she read that letter, I had her read the letter out loud before me. I saw her shoulders get a little straighter. I saw her head get a little taller. I saw her straighten her back. And I saw the biggest smile I've ever seen come from the face of a child. And I said, tell me how you're feeling now. She said, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling like I'm not the only one. And so in that moment, through a letter, I saw her get saved. I know that it's possible to do for every one of our lives, every one of us in our lives, to help somebody, to liberate somebody, to save somebody. I know that the motto for Howard is truth and service. And I know when you move through life living your own truth and live through the paradigm of service, you too will be all right. So I beseech you to go forth and serve. Serve first yourself. Honor your calling. Do what you're supposed to do. Honor your Creator, your family, your ancestors. And when you walk this path of privilege, don't forget the less privilege you leave behind.